Hi there. Are you a West Coast swing dancer with minimal great ways to spend your time? Well, why not listen to MackZaddy and enjoy the mic magic?
Subscribe! Cheers!
Ding, 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 ding.
What is up, everybody? We are here in another episode with MackZaddy, and we have a very special guest with us, Georgia Betts.
Yeah.
Recently married. Well, not recently.
No.
Is it?
I wouldn't know. I wasn't at the wedding.
Yeah. These guys were there.
Yeah.
Mackenzie.
Sorry.
He was. Wait, were you old enough then? Like
To
I
drink?
feel like- I don't think you were old enough to
What year
drink.
did you get married?
Like it was only 2 years ago. I was just taking the piss.
Wow.
No. Well,
He's
yeah, I
also
was
slow.
12 2 years ago, so maybe not.
Oh, I love that.
God.
It was
That's
a great
awesome.
wedding. A great wedding that Mackenzie was not at,
That was
wasn't it?
so
It was
much
so
fun.
I've
fun.
heard
I think
of
that's
great
why it was
things.
great.
It was so good.
The highlight of the wedding
thinking about it, I was
was
like,
not having Mackenzie
You
there.
know what? I feel like the only way this wedding could go better is if like Mackenzie just wasn't here. And I'm like, oh wait, that's right, he's not.
Wait, it's the perfect day.
It's the perfect day.
Oh
That's
my
why it
God.
was so much fun.
You're invited
Oh my
to ours
goodness.
That's it. I
out
get
of
to-
pity.
Thanks. Thanks. Yeah. You're gonna have a really good fucking speech. I promise you that. I've got a lot of
my
things to
goodness.
say.
Hey, you could give your speech now if you wanted to.
No, this is about George. This is about
You'll have
George
to
today.
Who were you married to?
I'm married to Keegan. Shout out to you. Mwah, love you, Keegan.
Keegan will be on
Oh,
here
kids.
on another episode
Yeah.
later on.
Yeah, it's on. It's competition, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter,
Yeah.
basically.
Well,
Yeah.
like, let's see how different these interviews are along the way.
That's
Yeah,
it.
and then we'll put a compilation with you guys next to each other or something like that.
Oh,
We
Yeah.
can make it a competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who did the better podcast?
Yeah. Who has better ratings out of the two? Who
yeah.
listen to the podcast?
Who makes us more money?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we made money from it.
Yeah.
It's on.
Awesome.
It's on.
Well, I was kind of saying this to you before, George, but or I guess with this like podcast, we kind of had in mind we wanted this to be like a platform for like Australian dancers, even extending out to like New Zealand, even Singapore as well. These like smaller communities outside of the world. But we wanted to get you on because we wanted to hear about, I guess, your experience, what it's
Yeah.
like. I guess starting off, how long has it been since you started West Coast?
It's been a little over 3 years now. Yeah.
Awesome.
Which is crazy.
Wow.
So you were like
nuts.
starting during COVID?
Yeah, it was like I think it was November 2020. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I still remember seeing you guys coming. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes! There's young, hot-looking people.
Yeah, we
Like,
got some friends.
Yeah.
I remember it so vividly because the first thing I thought about was Keegan was, well, one, damn,
He's
so
very tall.
tall.
He's very
He's
tall.
so tall. And then like two, he's Barry Allen.
Barry Allen.
Allen's
Yeah,
like
he
the
got that
Flash.
a lot. He did get that
Looks so
a
much
lot.
like that actor. I don't even
Yeah.
know his
I haven't
name.
even thought about that.
I'm interested
Yeah.
to know, I've asked you this before, but for everyone else out there, how did you get into it? Like, how did you Google it? Did you just want to start dancing? You didn't know what dance? Did you Google specifically West Coast Swing, or did you see it somewhere? Like,
Yeah, so I bought a Groupon
You're the
voucher.
group runners.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
So, is that still
Cheapskate.
running? Is that still
fucking
running?
cheapskates.
Still
Yeah,
got-
basically.
still got it.
Still got
We
it.
know,
Still
because
got the
I bought that, I think, when we were both students, so obviously the cheapness appealed. Like,
Yeah.
and I
What
was
is
just,
it? What is the Groupon? It's like
$20 each or
$20.
something?
yeah, it was like,
$20 for 2
I think it was
months?
for 2 months at the
Yeah.
time, which was great because like, I just thought, oh, we'll just go and just like a little fun couples thing, like we'll just have a laugh at ourselves and that's it.
Yeah, that's cute.
And then like, yeah, I just remember we got to the 2 months and then, yeah, your dad was like, oh, you guys have finished now. And we're like, oh.
What the
And
hell?
he's like, are you
Did
going to
it
keep,
fly by?
it flew by. And then
Yeah,
he's like,
sick.
you're going to keep coming? We're like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're just like,
Sick.
yeah. And then I
Awesome.
just remember being like, oh, this wasn't just like a silly little like a gag.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, we'll just go and do
Take a
this.
piss.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
laugh at ourselves. I mean, we do laugh at ourselves a
Yeah.
lot. But like,
Don't worry,
kind of
so do we.
That's
Yeah.
the best way to be.
but yeah, it's
I know each
crazy
other.
how it blossomed from that. Because like, there's been other, I guess, like things I've pursued or hobbies over the years that like, I went in being like, oh, I'm going to really love this and I'm going to, like, this is going to be such a big
What
part
are
of my
some of these
life.
hobbies?
Oh, I played footy for like
Wait, footy?
2 seasons, like Aussie rules footy, like full
Okay,
tackle.
AFL.
Yeah.
AFL.
The women's team at MackZaddy.
Yo, I played AFL too. Nice.
Yes.
Yo.
I mean, it was
Aussie
great.
AFL.
And I love
Aussie.
it. Vulture
AFL.
culture, let's go.
Magpies.
Love the vultures.
I'm not-
Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Hey, it's always a bad take. Anyway.
Yay, sport.
Crows. Crows.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are also birds.
Yeah, majestic.
But no, and like other things that, like, I don't know, that I was expecting to do more of and that maybe fell like to the wayside. So it's just so funny that something I just thought was going to be like a little
That's
gift,
cool.
a little funny thing.
Yes.
And now it's been like 3 years. And like,
Now
a
we have
commitment.
friendships
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
And now I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
the thought of just not doing it, I'm like, that's not even really
It's a
thing.
life. It's
Yeah.
a
You know?
life.
Do you
Yeah.
remember, like back when you started, what was it that was making you want to come back, or at least like after you'd finished that group ordeal? What was
Yeah.
like?
Apart from
why
Zach
would
and
you?
I.
Why would
Yeah.
you keep wanting
Not
to come
because
back?
me, but apart from us.
Well,
Yeah.
It was like,
Whatever.
well, okay, the very first night, because we hadn't done any dancing before, so we were just so like, I don't know, it was the first time we were just seeing just people dance. And I remember it so vividly, we rock up, this was at Green Slopes, and I think it was maybe like Sharon and Kel. I don't know why they stand out in my brain, but maybe it was like them up
Love
there
those two.
dancing, they're amazing. But like, I think I just remember walking in, this was the like first and last time I was early to a class. And then like, rock
Oh my
up
god,
and
you're
I
never
see,
winning the early bird award.
No.
Ever.
but like I go in and we like Keeks and I sit down and we're just like watching and like we're just watching one couple on the floor and we're like, oh, like that's really cool. They must be like rehearsing, like, oh, this is like rehearsal time
Like a
for like a
routine.
performance. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like, oh, what are they like practicing for? That's so cool. I almost wanted to applaud at the end because I'm like, oh, like we're
Nice. Good
witnessing
job.
like some rehearsal or something. And then like the next song plays and then like there's like 3 couples up on the floor and they're all dancing different things and I'm like, whoa,
What is happening?
Everyone's
It's a flash
doing these
mob.
Like the line
these
dances?
routines. I was just
Yeah.
like, and then by the end I was like, no, there's no way this is like improvised.
Yeah.
And I just could not get my head around it. And then I told that to everybody that I saw over the next like week. I was like, I went to this dance class and they were just dancing and they didn't even prepare
They were
anything.
dancing at the
Guys.
dance class. Oh my
Guys,
god.
it's important to dance
No,
at that
that-
first half an hour.
But
It's
that,
Yeah,
no,
you
that's
can
like
show
a,
off to the
it's
newbies.
like
Show off.
a really good. That is like such a real thing though of like the concept of improv dancing
Yeah.
is actually quite a wild thing to imagine if you've never
Oh.
done
Yeah.
partner dancing before. Like I remember seeing West Coast and being like, how are they doing
Yeah,
this?
in
Like,
solo
Yeah.
dance, you do like, you learn an hour you spend like learning this routine or choreo,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
might practice it and do it again later. Or line dancing,
Yeah.
they have this song and you do this.
Yeah.
I actually can't remember. I can't remember not knowing that was just a thing you do though.
Yeah,
Like
I
I've been doing it for so long,
yeah.
it just doesn't seem like a weird,
Yeah.
crazy thing to me.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
It's so
But yeah, it
strange.
was so eye-opening. I was like, oh, those movies like Step Up, where they have dance battles. I'm
in
like,
the rain.
yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
were they
let's
just?
do it.
I mean, obviously, I know for
Let's
those
do it in the
movies,
rain.
that would be
Yes.
so good. Obviously,
Yes.
I know for those movies, like they have choreographed.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like
Yeah.
the whole
Nah, all
idea of a
improv.
dance, they're all improv. But
Yeah.
the whole idea of like a dance battle or just feeling something and just like, I was just like, what people can do that with their bodies? They can hear music and just make it be something on the fly, and then to do that with another partner, I was
So was that
So
like
mind-blowing.
scary to you, or was that like more
Exciting.
motivating? Like almost
Oh,
yes, hell
it's
yeah,
all
let's
the
do
above.
it was so good. Like, yeah, I think it was just so exciting because I never
Yeah,
even knew that was a thing.
That's awesome.
It was so eye-opening. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that you see Sharon and Carol as the people.
Yeah, it was
I love
definitely
it.
some of
That's
the
so cool.
like long-time rock honors that
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing on the floor
Yeah.
at those early stages and just and it's so fascinating that as your dance progresses, I remember when I started looking at people in like the intermediate class and just going, oh my gosh, like I would kill to dance at that level. Like I would just kill to be able to dance a song and just
And looking in
be able to just have fun and
And
like,
what did you place for your last comp in
No, we
intermediate,
don't-
John?
Yeah. So
Anyway.
actually, that's
But,
a great
like,
question.
This
This
is a great
segue,
Anyways,
like a wave.
But like, it's so funny. Yeah, just I think sometimes you don't until you actually pause and just reflect on it. It's so easy to just overlook all those little changes, like all
Yeah.
those little progressions along the way.
Yeah.
And I just remember I was just saying if I could dance a full song and just not be so
Shit yourself.
nervous
Yeah.
and so sweaty, like, and not apologize. Like, I was such
Sorry,
a compulsive
sorry.
apologizer.
What are you sorry for?
Sorry, yeah. And then people would say,
Stop
Yeah.
saying sorry.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry that I said sorry. And
Stop saying sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
That's
crazy.
Yeah, common
So-
thing, common thing.
God, no, well that is like, yeah, because that's like so exciting. Because I'd say like at this point now, like what, 3 years later after starting, you're on like now a higher end in terms of like our followers.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't think
That's
there's
cool.
like that many other followers that I would say are better than you. I say better.
Oh!
He gonna get
Time
in
for a dance.
trouble.
Time for a
So
dance
sorry.
off. Dance
Call out,
battle.
call out everyone in our class.
Anyone who wants to challenge this, let's have a dance battle.
But it's kind of true. Like I'd say I would actually like say you're
Cut this,
amongst
cut
it.
this.
No, leave it in.
Mackenzie's gonna do the editing.
Definitely leave it in, leave it in.
Can you name them as well, please?
Yeah, I'll rank
In
every.
order,
I'll,
rank
in
it.
order.
In order, yeah. 1 to whatever number. Yeah.
Oh,
I think you're definitely on this. Like I've definitely seen you. It's really cool because we've been there from the start. So
Yeah.
you can see this progression and like it feels like a big jump start, like a very big curve that you've gone like woo.
yeah.
Right. So how long have you been dancing for? Woo! Join in. Wait. Woo!
Oh wait, I went the wrong way. Right?
Woo!
Nice.
Love it. Anytime that happens, that's happening forever now.
She got the.
Woo! Wait, timing was a little bit
Okay.
off.
Yeah.
5,
She got-
6, 7, 8.
Woo! Dancing.
Nice.
Yeah. Choreograph.
Please continue.
Choreographed,
Please continue.
choreographed.
Like
That was improvised.
for context, haha, that'll make sense with one of the reels that we post later on. With context, when did you take your first private lesson, and how many classes do you reckon you took before then, or like, was it something that was, do you think beneficial? There's a lot of
No.
questions here. Yeah,
Nah,
Terrible.
actually, that's probably my biggest regret is taking privates.
it was with me.
Waste
The
of
first
time and money. I had this one teacher, can't remember his name, like Jack or something, but so shit.
So bad.
So bad.
So bad.
I've heard similar things about this Jack. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
yeah,
if
I
I'm
think
mispronouncing his
it's-
name.
yeah.
Jack
Jacques? Is he
Yeah,
French?
Jack.
Jacques?
Skinner.
Jacques Skinner.
Skinner.
No, well, so Swing Station, our first event was like 6 months in to when we started.
Oh,
I
that's
remember
crazy.
you guys were so cute.
That's so
Very
cool.
Little babies at your first
I
dance event.
know.
What
And
was
you
that
stayed
experience like?
up late.
I
on the last
know.
night.
We,
Remember
dude,
that.
we were so. I cried. I bawled my eyes out at every event, but like the first Swing Station, I just cried so much. I remember going.
Like
why
good
am I
tears,
saying
right?
these things?
Or
Yeah,
terrible
good things.
tears. Good tears.
Okay, I'm not gonna say
I
these
pulled my eyes
things
out
'cause-
because everyone
It was
just
terrible.
No,
hurt my
but
feelings.
it's just. I remember Keeks and I just sitting on the beach at the end of that weekend and just like it was just such a real sense of community. I think like along the way there's been so many eye-opening moments, and I think obviously finding the dance and West Coast, because we didn't even know what West Coast was.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of Lindy Hop, so I was a bit sad when I rocked in. I'm like, people are jumping.
people
I was like, this is lame. I want to jump and I want to wear
No.
a frilly dress. And
I'm
now,
that
gonna
is
freaking
game.
and
jump.
now obviously
I
I
just
love
want
West
to jump.
Coast.
Is this
I
not
was
the
like,
place
I want
to
to
jump?
jump.
Hey,
Jump.
let's jump.
Bounce around.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey,
don't know
we're
why.
gonna jump in West Coast.
Yeah.
Anyways,
How often
that was
do
a
you
good
jump in
segment.
your current dancing?
Too
Like
much.
at least
Too much.
every phrase I do. Like
Not one.
Yeah, you
Or
might
on
need
the
to take.
question.
You might,
Yeah.
you
Mark
might
that
need to
one,
take a
guys.
photo with Jacques with that one.
He's terrible. Remember, he's bad.
Yeah, bad. What was I even saying? I don't know. Well,
You're crying on the beach.
oh yeah, crying on the beach because
It's so
discovering the
beautiful.
dance and then discovering the community. Because when we got to Swing Station, and we're like, there's people from Singapore here. I'm like, what are they doing here?
Yeah.
And then just realizing how like addicted to it everyone is,
Yeah.
and how
Yeah.
no one questions it when you're in it. It's kind of the closest thing to a
Yeah.
cult without being a cult.
It's a cult or
Maybe
a
it is a
drug.
cult.
It's
Yeah,
a drug.
it's
I'm pretty
drug.
sure one of the
Honestly.
things
It's a
about
drug.
being in a cult is you don't realize
Yeah,
you're a cult.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
It's got cultish vibes.
It's okay. Let's all say it at once. This is not
Not
a
a
cult.
disclaimer.
Just if anyone's wondering, this is not
not
a
a
cult.
cult.
So, long way round to when we started getting privates. I think it was a couple months before Swing Station. So I reckon we were 3 or 4 months in, maybe. And they were with you, Zach, and they were very good. I really enjoyed. I feel like you were also just.
Apart from that time he forgot.
I saw skill.
Apart from that time he forgot.
You know?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, that was the
Oh,
time.
fuck, yeah.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Oh.
So this was probably like This was maybe our 4th private or something.
Yeah,
it was
early on.
early on.
And we
We
didn't
didn't
really know
know
you
you
guys
that
that well.
No.
And so we'd been going around to Zach and Maddie's to do the privates.
We're gonna have dinner or something.
We're gonna have dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot twice.
Yeah,
okay,
twice,
the first
so
time
twice.
was when
I made
Zach
it-
thought he told us and he hadn't, but he told Maddie. So Maddie made this whole roast meal. And then-
I left here
and then it
because
was
you
like,
guys were
I
getting ready for that
know.
dinner, and I was like, all right, well, I've got to get out of here. You
It
guys
was
enjoy your
so
dinner.
sad. And then we just get this call from Zach, like, which we were just chilling at home because we didn't know about this thing, and it was like 45 minutes into the time or whatever that he said.
And I'd been breaking
I'm
his
really
roast
good.
for like 3 hours.
Really
It
good
was
with
so sad.
communication.
And then and
It's
then
the
Zach.
other time with my family.
No, we're not there.
But yeah,
We're
and
finishing
then
this one
Zach
first.
calls and he's like, "Oh, hey, you guys coming around? Like, where are you guys?" And we're like, "We're just at home." He's like, "Oh."
He just realized in
And then
that
he's
moment.
like, "Oh, I didn't tell you." And we're like, "No, what's going on?" And he's like, "Maddie made a meal." And then we're gonna have a private. And and we were like, "Oh, we can go. Like, we can come. We'll be on the way." And I think you were just too embarrassed. You were like, "No, it's okay."
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And then another time, and then the other time was when we broke up. We literally knock on the door. We hear like this music, this like movie on or something. We like knock a bit harder, and then you like open the door, and you're just in there with your family watching a movie. And you're like,
Hey guys.
and you're like, what are you guys doing here? We're here for a private.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
And then
Oh.
yeah, and then so,
I forgot.
and you're like, I'm kind of here watching a movie with my
I was like,
family. Do you guys want to come in?
hey,
and we're
come
like,
in and watch a
we're
movie with
here.
us.
So we just came in,
Fuck
and it was
yeah.
a weird horror movie. And I was
It was
so
a weird
scared.
horror
It was
movie.
scary.
It was great.
It was
It was
It was
very
us.
weird.
You know the weird with the mask.
Yep,
Yeah.
us, John
And I don't
Wick.
watch horror
Yeah.
movies, so I was
It was great.
really.
Thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
I watched, and then
That was
I.
beautiful.
It was
moment.
very, yeah, it was
So
very
yeah,
cute.
it was
So not only did
professionalism
she
at its
not have a
finest.
private, you also had a bad movie watching experience.
Yeah, bad movie
Was
watching
that the first time you
experience.
met my on the
Yeah, that
side
was
of my
actually
family?
very wholesome. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Got to meet the family.
I've
On like
never
the 4th
even met
private.
them.
How good.
Yeah.
Really?
That's actually
No,
true.
it was Hayden and
Oh, Hayden.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've met
Grace.
that side
Grace,
of the
yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit too much, if you ask me. Hayden? No.
Okay,
Sorry,
then.
Tina, yeah, if you're listening to this, fuck you. No, jokes.
We love you.
We love you.
Love you, Hayden.
Raise me.
But yeah, and then I think, because I think we would just, because we wanted to have a go competing, and I feel like you guys were like, oh yeah, you should do it. But we, just.
I saw the skill in
Where
you
was,
guys.
did you
Aw.
compete
I was like-
at
Yeah,
the
in the
Swing Station,
newcomer.
the first
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Is that
Oh.
when you got into invitation? Was it that one? Or the
Yes!
Well,
yes!
This was the,
Oh,
yeah.
that was so good. I was.
Wow,
that's
that
what I
feels
mean.
like yesterday almost.
next?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I looked back at a video from that the other day, like
Yeah.
popped up on my like, how many years ago, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was so bad. My anchor, I was just like, I did this thing where like, this is meant to be my anchor, and I just go like, duh, duh. And like my feet were like this. I'm like, bro, you ain't anchored. I see this. I don't know. It was so funny. But I was also just like having so much fun.
I love it.
I think that's one thing. Like,
Yeah, you look like
That's
you were having a
awesome.
great time.
yeah, reflecting
Yeah.
back on that, I was just really happy
Living
that
it. Living
I
it
think
up.
at that moment I hadn't started feeling any pressure, and I was just so like every time I went to any dance thing, I would almost just like giggle to myself and sort of be like, oh, I'm here. That's so wild, because dance was always a thing growing up that I just thought, oh, that's like for cool people, and it's, no, or
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
us.
yeah, you guys are so cool.
No,
Or
you're
it's-
that's
so-
now
She's
too.
like, I don't think
That's
that
one of you.
anymore.
Yeah, now I'm
I
like,
changed my mind.
everyone's very
Now we're
Yeah.
all very weird.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but you know how, I don't know if you guys feel this, but with certain things growing up, you just, when you don't have exposure to them, you just kind of put them in the basket of, oh, that's not really within my capabilities.
Yeah.
And you kind of make peace with that. And like at school discos, I'd be very, I feel
so
so
awkward.
uncomfortable. And I probably still would feel
The
a bit
slug.
uncomfortable. But like,
I probably
I
wouldn't be
just-
going there anymore. School just goes
I-
above you.
now I go back to school
No.
discos and I'm like so happy. I'm so chill. No. But like, it was always
It all
just a
sounds like a
thing.
movie, you know, when they stand like away from each other on each side of the room.
Yeah, it's like that at every
Yeah,
primary
it's
school,
so
high school. It's
bad.
what it
Or I
is.
remember doing
It's
like
what
a
it is.
tiny bit of like partner
boy
dance
jams into girl jams.
in like primary school. I remember everyone rolling their long sleeves down to like they didn't want to touch hands
Oh,
because it was
that's
so
so
like
funny.
cooties
Wow.
in primary school. So
Yeah.
that's the only exposure I had to partner dance. So I
Yes,
think
yeah,
seeing
gotcha.
everyone just be so comfortable
Yeah.
and not be weird, and just I think for Keegan and I, just seeing dance, because Keegan was the same too.
Yeah.
Didn't know anyone who danced, and so I think being opened up to a whole world of people.
But I would love to ask about your music.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You, for everyone that doesn't know, George is an amazing singer
Yes,
and
she is.
songwriter and a dancer.
That's gonna be the
Highlight
intro.
reel.
That's gonna be the intro.
100%.
For sure. For
100%.
That's
Oh,
so fun.
marking that point. Beautiful.
So yeah, if you didn't know, George is a singer.
Amazing singer.
So good.
She
Can you
makes sounds.
give us something real? Give us,
Okay,
give us a
something
real
real.
something. What about the song? I know you've recently written a song,
Yes.
and
I'm not going to do a live demo right
can't you
Yeah,
just do
live
can you give us a
acapella.
little teaser?
now.
Give us a little teaser of your song. Kumbaya, my love.
You gotta stop doing.
Hills of life with the sound of music.
Wow. Fake fan. Didn't even know your song.
Yeah, that's my
I'm
original
not a,
song.
what do you call those
Sound of
musicals?
music?
Musicals, yeah.
Singer?
Like the only
Yeah,
the
you're
only
right.
You're not
musicals I've
cultured.
watched
He's
is
not cultured.
High School
He's not.
Musical probably.
That's not.
High School Musical is a great
Thank
musical.
you. See?
He's
okay.
like, okay, yes.
Anyway, back to that. That is, yeah.
So
my
and
favorite
you are a very good singer. I promise. She is.
Many talents.
us. Believe us. We're telling the truth.
You should book her for some gigs. She does weddings. You do events all the time. So they just need to not, intertwine.
Clash with
Clash
rock
with
bands.
our stuff.
Yeah.
So
I know,
because then we
so sad.
can't dance with you. So I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I think
Makes us
that
sad.
love of music definitely. I think when I think about why the events move me so much is just seeing a whole room filled with people that are hearing the same song in the same time, the same moment, same dance floor, but are just interpreting it differently.
It's
And
cool. Hey.
it's so crazy.
Yeah.
I just love looking around, even just at like a rock on night social dancing, just looking around, and it's just this sea of like crazy,
Ooh.
just all these different interpretations of it.
Yeah.
See.
It's very cool. Like you just see layers of someone right in front of you, then the couple behind them, and so on.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
everyone's interpreting it differently. You
Oh,
notice
I love
it
that.
when people do like the same thing at the same or a similar thing at the same
Yeah.
time. You're like,
And
whoa,
you're like, yes.
what is going on?
That's like the coolest thing is, especially, and this happened like, I remember, I
We
can't
need to
remember what
repost
comp
this.
it was.
Was it you and Kai? No, that was.
No, it's me and
That's
you.
I feel like
JP
I've
and
seen a
Callie.
couple of
Yeah.
things
Yeah,
where
where
people
like
have
people are
just
like
randomly
matching
done.
it
Yeah.
at the same time.
Do the exact
So
same like
freaking
patterns in one go.
awesome.
It's really
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Or
Spooky.
like kind of in the same vein when there's like a song they play in comps where everyone knows the song.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the song. It's
The
so
things to hit,
it's such a
yeah.
classic. Everyone knows what's coming. Everyone knows where the hit is.
Yeah.
So
It'd be
you
good
can
to
just
have
like
that.
look over and like you can tell the people that miss it because the majority get it. And then it's like you see like the 2 or 3 couples
It's
like keep
embarrassing.
dancing
Yeah.
through it and it's like, oh,
That's when a routine would come in handy. You could get
Yeah.
everyone just
Speaking
like,
of routines,
boom.
nah.
Yeah.
Promo.
Segue.
Nah.
A little bit more back onto your music, because I didn't have like a dance background coming into West Coast. You kind of just like came into it, which I know is the case for you as well. There's
Yeah.
no like previous dance background. How much do you think your music knowledge or ability, or like that being in that, has like helped within your like own learning, or like do you
Yeah.
think that's had an effect on the way you've
I wish
been
it
able
would
to
help
navigate?
more.
No.
Maybe she's a better teacher.
Yeah. See ya. Yeah.
Zach. Or Jack. I mean,
Jacques.
Zach.
Whatever his name
No,
is.
well, at the start, I remember it being I felt like I was tortured because I know where the one is. I know where all these beautiful moments in the song are. I know when something's building to something great. And then I just,
See ya.
it felt like I was, yeah,
It's so
it was
sad,
such,
isn't it?
it was frustrating because I knew, like when they say ignorance is bliss, I think, like I knew, oh, this song's really cool. This could be, I
Let's
could
hit it.
feel all this emotion. If I was singing it, I would portray it this way. But through a medium that you're not familiar with, expressing music, I was so frustrated, I think at points, probably not at the start. At the start, I was just like, try not to get my arm,
1,
like,
2,
Yep.
Man,
3,
twisted
I
around
thought-
me, try not to like stand on anyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
But as time went on,
You guys got
and
it
even
so
still,
quick, I feel.
really?
Yeah, you guys
I
can
feel
come
like you guys got it real quick. I know. I literally remember being at an event, and this guy I was sitting next to, literally goes, "What the hell? How are they hitting phrase changes? You're only a novice. What the fuck?"
You know what? And that is on Keegs. Keeks. Keeks is from from very early on. I feel like he's been so musicality focused.
Right.
Like for him, I think
Like
he's
the structure and phrasing of
yeah,
it.
just dancing to the music instead of being too. And I think like learning to lead a bit, I've realized how easy it is to get in your head as a leader. Whereas I don't think it's even when you're first starting as a follower. I think you can be a bit more present in your body. But there'll be times when I'm leading, and I'll be like, I'll get to the end of a song, and I'm like, what song even was that? Like I realize how much I've just been thinking. Pattern, make sure I don't mess something up, and then you get to.
Do you feel like
whereas you're so much more present as a follower?
If you're a follow versus lead, because you do both. And how?
Some could say that.
I think and you do very well.
I guess you could call that leading.
How long
I can do a push break.
have you been doing both? So you've been following for 3. You've been leading for what, 2?
1.
One?
I started.
Fuck me.
Started last year.
See, that's what I mean. Like, you're doing very well.
Longer than
No,
that.
You're doing very well.
I think it was January last year.
What's
Because
the
I think
last
I
year?
because I competed in the newcomer last year at Swing Station as a lead. So
Yes.
it was the
Yeah.
start of last year.
Oh yeah. What was like prompted that? What made you want to start leading? Because I love
Was it because
being
Alan
able to do
threw
both.
you into there because they need leaders?
Maybe. I think it was maybe a number imbalance. I was a bit like, oh, this would be cool. I think I also just I want it to be cool. You know, you see like
Yeah,
these
you are
leaders be
cool.
like. I feel like it's
Did you do that? Did you do
The
that?
face.
I feel like there's something that changes in your body when you're leading compared to following. It's cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I think
The leader swag.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I pretend like I'm more gangster when I'm a leader, but probably not. Probably
Next
not.
time you dance, we'll film you and we'll
Yeah.
we'll make sure you see it.
Yeah.
Like, we'll,
See your
and we're
gangsterness.
gonna literally zoom in on this.
yeah,
That
the
part.
face.
If you don't do that, we'll
The
keep-
power.
No, I just do the
Very
like
sad.
chicken bob instead. I
yeah,
realize
chicken
whenever
bob.
I go into a push break, it's better now. But I do like a redirect with my head.
You definitely.
Usually.
I see.
You did put me on that.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
Actually?
you did. You were like,
That's so funny. Yeah.
you called it something
like
like
your
chicken, and
head
I was
weight.
like, oh shit.
Head weight.
We do talk about visual leading a lot at Rock.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's my.
I don't want to
that's my
kiss you.
signature
Whoa.
move.
And look.
Yep. Yeah, he does it to me all the time.
Yeah.
What,
I'm like,
what do they say?
you was gonna play chicken.
What is it? You got a tricky neck. Got a tricky neck.
I don't.
Do you
I
think,
don't know why I prompted it exactly, but I just
do you
thought.
think the technique, you focus more on technique as a follow, and as a lead you focus more on patterns? Or do you find that you focus more? So you said you focus more on the patterns and stuff than the music. Do you think you focus on music more so when you're a follower, or like?
Yeah, I think because obviously I'm a lot more comfortable now as a follow. That I just feel similar frustrations to what I felt when I started following as a lead now, because but then it feels like it's more my responsibility. That's the funny difference.
You can picture what you want to do, but you don't know how to lead it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like an amplified frustration, but it's great. It's so much fun. No, but with for example, when I remember when Keegs and I started, then if there was a really cool thing in the music, I would be so ready for that. I could hear, I could feel it, and then Keegs would just lead a basic pattern
You're like, "Fucking
and
hell,
not hit it,
Keegan."
and I'd be like, "Come on!"
Come on, man. This is
In a
why
nice
he's
way.
doing musicality now.
Yeah.
Because you've just been like,
No, I wouldn't
Don't
be
make
like,
me
"Come
hurt
on!"
you.
I wouldn't be like, "Come on!" But I would
In your mind.
just hear it, and I'd kind of be like, "Oh, that just feels like it would make sense to do that." But then I realized when you actually have to set that up as a leader
it's
and
hard.
execute it, I'm like, far, I'm just flat out trying to not end up on follow footwork, or just
Yeah, yeah,
actually lead.
So I just
Like,
think
Yeah,
about it,
yeah.
you'll be fine.
yeah. But
Same
it's, I don't know, it's very interesting. I definitely do feel like, and I know it's a combination of being newer at leading, but also just the nature of leading, that's a bit more, you've kind of got to be a bit more ahead, whereas I remember kind of being a little bit into following and really trying to not anticipate and not just predict, oh, you're just doing this thing. As I started getting more comfortable with dancing with you, and I'd just be like, oh, we're just doing a whip. And it's never just a whip with you. It's always some crazy shit. And so
Never just a whip
it's
with
never
you.
just a whip with you, exactly. And so, yeah, I felt like it would frustrate me dancing with leaders where they would do cool stuff because I'd be so, oh, I already know this. And then I just, so I think, but then as a lead, you kind of, if anything, need to be a little bit more ahead, or I don't know, it's just, It's
Yeah.
just a fascinating, different. I just really see them as like two sides of like a circle or whatever, and
Yeah.
like obviously just seeing how they fit together. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think it's really cool.
That's a cool way to say it.
Yeah, for people to experience both sides, because you really get an appreciation as well. Like when I slip into following after leading, I'm kind of like, oh, this is so good.
Oh, I feel that
it's
every
so
time.
good. Hey,
I have to lead
like,
so much at class because
Yeah.
we're usually down leaders, and I'm just like, oh, I just
right? It's so.
I like following.
Yeah.
I love following.
I love
Yeah,
following.
I know,
love
because it's
following.
awesome.
I
so good.
love it.
Following is
following.
great.
Because
I know what you mean. There's like a
So
level
much
of
creative
like,
freedom.
there's a way
Yeah.
in which you don't need to think.
Yeah.
Like there's
You don't
just
have to, like, do the
as you do as a
structure.
lead.
Yeah.
Like there's like that. I guess like the thinking ahead of like this is the pattern I need to do next. As a, like whereas like as a follower, I'm just like reacting.
Yeah.
Or I'm like being aware
And
of
then
like
you
the
can
way
be
I'm
inspired.
reacting.
Like you can, I feel like it's so much easier once you've got a foundation of like a pattern or connection or a song or whatever to then go and embellish and create something else on top of that than to just make it fully from scratch.
Yeah, no,
Like,
yeah.
oh,
It's
so
so good
much.
because it's like I still have these moments of like, you know, you feel like you've got everything sorted or you know what you want to do, but then you still end up leading something and you're like, I just led 2 different patterns at the same time in my head. I went 20 version of this one and maybe 20% of this one, and it
Such
wasn't.
an ADD brain.
It wasn't even 100% any of them.
Wasn't the math won't add up, but that is kind of how
Yeah,
I think about it.
2020, and it wasn't 100% on any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. My vision isn't 2020
Yeah,
either.
so he's a bit bitter at the moment because he needs glasses, George.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah,
I
just
just-
getting glasses.
I've got
How bad? How
He's
bad?
got Asian eyes.
I've got Asian eyes.
Oval, he's literally got
Yeah.
oval eyes.
My eyes are like footballs apparently.
Aw.
Yeah, they're not circle.
Like Arnold's head.
AFL.
Wait, but are they oval this way or oval
That
this
is a
way?
great.
I
think
feel like
it's
they
this
have
way.
to be
No,
this
it's
way.
Oh no!
Well, I feel like you'd notice if they were oval that way, right?
Actually,
Well,
don't know.
no, I think it actually is oval this way because they said when you squint to focus on something, and it makes your eyeball circle.
Brown. Oh.
So like if you're
Yeah,
squinting,
see?
surely
Why
that
did I think it was out though?
Oh.
Like, I pictured like out of your...
maybe.
It's definitely not out of your
No,
head.
because if you squint, oh no, maybe.
Because then
it
you
could.
like, you'd like...
If you squint, maybe you push your eyeball back into your head.
No.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. So many eyeballs.
If there's an eye doctor out here that knows the
I
answer
feel
to
like,
this,
you know what this could be? This could be an opportunity for you to be in your glasses era and like
This is-
reinvent.
what's happening.
This could be
Yeah.
like the
It's a
Zap
whole
2.0.
new identity, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in his
I'm gonna be a real
academic
man.
era.
And
Real
this is what
man.
you can do. You
He's
can
in
just
his
say
glasses era.
things. You can just say things and then like push your glasses up, and people will take you at least 20% more seriously.
I like that.
They'll be like, "Ooh,
I
wait a
like
sec, did you do a
Gonna
PhD on
create a
this?"
new, create a new.
yes.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Nah,
Okay.
I'd be like, fucking nerd.
Everyone's funny. 4 eyes. 4 eyes.
Yeah, no. Beat you.
Wow, that's
Do you need
great.
glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, George
You
has
do?
glasses.
Yeah, I have glasses.
I thought I've seen you with glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you like really blind or what?
When I drive at
Now
night.
if I do this.
What just happened? No, when I drive at
do
night,
that.
it's questionable. I think
Yeah.
lights at night make it worse.
Like it
Like,
feels
Oh yeah,
like
nighttime
almost
is
illegal.
bad.
Yeah,
I can't
it's-
drive at night.
And, like
can't see.
everything just, I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful, twinkly.
It's almost like angelic because everything's
Yeah,
like
it's just like a
blurry
halo.
and bright.
I'm
But
like,
it's very
oh.
dangerous.
Show me the
Yeah, it's
light.
not-
The
yeah.
light. Boom.
Yeah, pretty much.
But let's not let you drive at night.
Yeah.
With our glasses.
Yeah.
Should we
Yeah.
do the rapid fire?
Yes.
Oh.
Let's do the rapid fire.
We've got.
Oh, okay.
We need to time this though. We need to time it.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
have
yeah.
your phone for a timer?
Yeah, I do.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, okay.
How much time will we
You know
give
what,
it?
I actually thought this
How
today.
many
I was
questions
like,
we have?
what if they do
5?
rapid fire? And then I was like,
let's
they're not going
go.
to do that.
We got a phrase.
We
We're
will do that actually.
Phrase change.
a phrase. We'll go a minute. If you can do better than a minute,
Wait a minute.
yeah, do a minute.
Wait a minute.
If you can get all these questions,
In
as
a minute.
like, you
I'm
gotta,
gonna need
like you ask
a
them in
minute.
that minute as well.
Are these like,
Okay.
Yeah.
A
are these
minute for the
questions that I know that,
rapid
are
fire.
these like,
These are questions that we're going to give you an option of A or B, and you have to say A or B.
is this
You have to
actually
say
right? Like,
whatever your choice is.
Yeah, if
like
you
actual
screw up,
theoretic?
No, this is
If you
actually
screw
your
up-
own
opinions.
choice.
if you
Okay.
screw up, can we give you a consequence?
wait, that's more nerve-wracking. It's more nerve-wracking about my
We're
opinion.
only going to judge you on your
Yeah.
answers.
If you,
I
if
know,
you-
this is what I
Yeah.
mean. Then I fit into one camp of
Mackenzie
people.
just told you you're the best out of all the students at Rockon, so
Let's just like maybe pull it back.
Let's not. That's been cut. This reference won't make sense because
I'm editing this, so this will also be cut.
If you come in right about now,
Yeah.
you'll know that Mackenzie just said no.
Oh, actually, George did earn the MVP
Oh, yeah, that was
for
cute.
2023
Yes.
Raw Connection. So that is
MVP.
pretty
Yeah,
amazing.
that was very cute.
What does
Yeah.
that mean? Most very important.
No. Most valuable
That,
player.
that was MVI, I think.
That's
Yeah.
right.
No, I get it. The important.
Important.
There's a P in that, so okay, not totally far
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I love your energy, and how much you're around all the time, and just how you get to know
I do
everybody.
linger. I'm a
It's
lingerer.
great.
No, but I
It's
like,
so great.
it gives you, I think also it comes into like people feed off your energy,
Mm.
so it's awesome, and also you get to know other people, and it creates that connection and the bond with other people, and it's just very refreshing and nice. I think it's very nice.
Yeah, it's very wholesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Gonna cry later.
I'm ready to cry. I was fully
No.
expecting
No,
to
it's
cry.
not.
I got emotional.
I can't do
No.
that. I can't do it.
If you don't do so well though in this,
I will, but yeah, maybe
yeah.
I will cry.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Kenzie's going to ask you a series of questions. 2 options. Just say straight away which
Okay.
one.
I'll quickly say,
If you
some
feel
of them are not
uncomfortable-
A or B answers, but the majority
What?
is.
Short
If
answer?
you feel uncomfortable, just do the first thing that comes to your mind, and
Yeah.
we can edit it out later. If
No,
you,
there's
if
no
we have
editing.
to.
Zach-
This is a once in a
Mackenzie
Yeah,
won't
this'll-
edit
this
this
no.
out.
I will
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sure it's edited.
He
out
will
for you.
slow things down so that the awkward pause. You know what they do in like reality TV shows where it's
Like
like,
a
they,
replay
right before the ad, and they're like looking back at each other, and they're like, "Du, du, 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 du," and then they're like, "After the break," and then you come
I
back.
have no idea what you're talking about.
You watch reality
Yeah,
show
you
more
watch
than
reality.
anyone.
Where they drag it out. It's like
Oh,
what would probably be
before-
like 1 second look at each other. They
Yes.
drag it out to like 10 seconds, and then over an ad break, and then into the next episode, and you're like, "This is so scandalous."
I
And
like
that's what
where you're at.
Mackenzie's gonna
Can you
do.
please do that?
This
I
rapid
know.
fire,
I
he's
know.
gonna put me in there for like 30 seconds, just going.
Yeah.
This bit, he's gonna go. Just non-stop for a minute.
There'll
Okay,
be like,
great.
like slow-mo replays
There's
as
gonna
well.
be so
different
many
angles.
highlights in this.
great.
This whole however long it's been, he's gonna have a lot of highlights,
It's gonna be
all
good.
funny moments.
Alright, good one.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah,
I'm ready.
yeah,
You ready,
yeah.
timekeeper?
No,
You gotta be ready.
I am
One
ready.
job. One job.
Zach's the time people.
3,
Okay.
Let's go, Ken.
2,
Oh god.
1.
Alright, fast or slow floors?
Fast.
Alright, Jack and Jill or Strictly?
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill, singing or dancing?
Singing.
Interesting.
Shut
Keep going, keep going.
Gotta say singing.
I don't know, no, let's sit with
No,
that for a
that's
second.
just-
Let's sit with that.
No.
This is a dance podcast.
What was it?
Pause.
Wow.
No, start it again. Start
Okay,
it
start
again.
again.
No,
Start it
we're
again.
not starting again. We'll just resume. Go,
Okay.
next
Alright,
question.
resume. Awesome. Lead or follow?
Follow.
Follow, I like it. Favorite event?
Sensation.
Sensation, nice.
Can we
nice,
pause
nice.
there? Pause.
Specifically
What
last
events
year
have
was the
you
best.
been to?
Okay, Swing Station 2021.
Oh, and the year.
And the year, that's very
Yeah,
specific.
Swing
nice.
Summit 2021.
No,
Nice.
it would have been the
20.
year 2020.
22.
We alternated for a while. It doesn't matter. The years
Whatever.
Anyways, the first one was Swing Station, then
Yeah.
Swing Summit, then next Swing Station, and then what was after that? Then NZO Adelaide? No, Odyssey.
Odyssey,
NZO.
yeah.
Odyssey,
Odyssey,
NZO.
New Zealand Open,
Yeah.
and
I mean, they've all been great for their own reasons, but
And you said
I
which one
cried
was
the
it?
most, and the most like life changing was Swing Station last year with your
Yeah,
Kubernetes.
yeah, that was
Great,
no.
yeah.
That
Okay.
was like
Also,
Okay.
you're
Alright.
wasting time reacting.
yeah,
You're
no
taking
reacting.
up-
It's
you take up
rapid.
extra
He
time.
hasn't got
That's
enough.
not my problem.
I'm gonna get through all these questions. That's why he's stalling. Okay.
Okay, we've got 31 seconds left. Let's go.
She knows. She knows.
Alright, ready?
Quick.
Fast or slow songs?
Slow.
Slow.
Quick.
And then, who's the
Read.
best teacher on the couch?
Mackenzie.
Oh!
Okay.
It's
rapid fire, quick.
There's other questions. on
Okay,
that.
no,
No,
okay.
I've got more for you.
Wait.
Who's the best dancer on this couch?
Oh, okay, Maddie.
Fuck! What the fuck?
Alright,
Who's the best Asian on this couch?
I've got a question.
Who? Yeah.
Wait.
Fuck you.
Who's taught, well, out of the people on the couch, who's taught the worst private to you?
Jack is in here. Jack, that makes me feel better, I think, ish. I feel kind of better.
Is that all your questions? Did I get through them all?
Yeah.
That should be
I was
I was gonna say, when I was thinking
Okay.
about the minute, I was like, a minute
Yeah,
is a
I
long
know,
time.
it's a long
Yeah.
Okay, I say Ken's best teacher because I did vote you best teacher,
Best teacher, yeah.
last year.
Thank you very
but that is
much.
because we did have a lot of privates together, so it was only default. You didn't actually.
Wow.
No,
Oh,
that's
honestly,
We haven't done
it
private
all-
since like
I know.
Since
November.
then, apparently.
Yeah, since then.
I don't know, actually.
It was
I'm not too
enough.
sure.
I was like, I'm done. There's nothing else.
I've got all I can get
There's
from this.
nothing
Did
else
you
I
do your
need I could
privates?
ever learn from
Can I just clarify? You did your privates with him by yourself?
Yes,
Not with a
I
partner? Okay, well, I just want to say, the last time I did a private with just you was how long ago?
What's the difference?
It was.
What is it now?
Do you struggle
I'll
with
So
tell
are you
you
saying
first
that
time?
he-
The
Healing's
more,
the problem?
the more you know,
I
the
know.
more you can get out of people like this, you know. No, I'm joking. I love you.
I don't know what's
I
happening.
don't get
It's a
it.
competition,
Is that
and I'm
a stab?
losing.
I don't know.
Is that an insult?
No, I think
I
you're
think
great.
so.
I think it's an
Obviously.
insult. I think
No,
you're trying to make it
okay.
an insult, but I don't know why it's an
Okay,
insult.
so you voted Mackenzie favourite teacher of the year.
Yeah.
Good job, bro.
Thanks.
Yes.
And you think Maddie's the best dancer
Yeah, I do.
on this
Because I
couch?
make y'all look good.
Yeah.
You've been dancing
I
long,
think
so I'd be
also-
sad if you weren't.
I think also as a follower,
Don't
just.
pretend and justify.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
take it. Just take it.
Alright,
Who's the most Asian on this couch?
Definitely Mackenzie.
Winning!
Oh my god.
No.
Oh.
Anyways, I feel like you've made this awkward. Obviously, we
Everything's
appreciate you.
Everything's okay. It's okay.
No, I feel like
I live
obviously
in
we
awkward.
appreciate you, and I think you always hold a special place in my heart because you were our like first teacher.
Even though you did forget some
Even though we had to-
It was
to
a bonding
communicate.
experience.
I realized, part of me is just like, wow, you must be so busy to like forget these things, and I just realized it's your brain, which is cute.
It's like
not your
I'm good
fault.
looking.
It's not your fault.
It's so silly.
It's just
Anyway.
I can't believe you said yes, so.
Yeah, joke's on me.
I
Anyway,
was
yeah,
a child
last
and I'm
questions.
still a child.
You are.
That's it. I kind of wanted to quickly talk. I think we are. Yeah. Before we finish up, I wanted to know a little bit more about your competitive journey. Because I know you've been competing at these events and doing pretty well.
Pretty well.
Pretty
Cut
well.
that.
You said you started competing pretty much straight away
Yeah.
with your first event. What has that journey been like, or at least like competing in dance, especially being someone that had never even danced
Yeah.
before, to then join something and then 6 months later be competing with other people. What was that like? What was that experience
Yeah.
like? How is competing now?
It's a good question, Mackenzie. No, anyways, I feel like, like I was saying a bit before, when I first started, it was just I just kind of couldn't really believe that it was actually a thing. Like, I think when I said to some of my family, oh yeah, we're going to a dance event, and they're like, what is that? And I'm like, oh,
What is
you
a dance event?
compete and you like social dance and there's all these workshops. And I'm like, you're going to a competition? Like, what? Why? And like, I don't know. I think it was very strange. I think going into that so soon.
Yeah.
But interestingly, when I first started, I felt very little pressure because it was such like the fact that I'm even here is kind of amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
And then I feel like this is such an imposter syndrome thing though, that as I feel like people feel imposter syndrome almost the more they know, because the more you learn something, the more you're open to all the things you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Maslow's hierarchy.
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
such,
Yep.
and I think that's what makes me try to like reflect on little wins that you've had and growth over time, because you get so just swept up in, but there's always all these dancers that are so much better and so much higher level and have better this or that. And I think just it was interesting. I felt probably the most nervous in probably like the first intermediate final that I made, and I was just so
Yeah, you did.
because I just felt so like then I've got something to prove, like
which event was that?
that was NZO.
NZO? Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But everyone was so lovely, obviously there. And
Was that your first
First
intermediate.
international and first intermediate.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
your
I
first
know.
ever intermediate
Yeah.
comp, you made intermediate finals.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
which
did.
don't even and now I feel progressively more.
Now you
It's
better
weird
you better
because-
make finals in every time you move
Well,
up.
this
I'm
is
just
what
saying.
this is what I feel
The
like.
standards
The
been
bar.
set.
Well, because now I'm kind of I don't know. Yeah, I feel now I feel this pressure because it's
Don't
like,
make us
oh,
look bad.
Yeah, don't let me. Yeah,
Well, that's
I
it.
won't
I
disappoint
literally,
you guys.
actually, I feel like, cause I remember, and I said this on the weekend because I was feeling so happy, so proud. But we had it was, I believe, at Adelaide or the end of last year. At Adelaide, we
It
had
was my
we had
first set of
both.
points, yeah.
Because as a follower, I'm competing in intermediate as well.
Yeah.
So we were both in the same heat,
Yeah.
and we had kind of like back up, and we were both like, I think I did pretty shit.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah,
I
I think
think I
did
belong
pretty-"
here.
I was like, I actually don't know if I'll make finals. And you
Remember
were
we
like,
were
yeah, I
gonna
don't-
get drunk.
So we went out. And
We
got
went
dinner.
out to get Korean food. We were gonna get pissed, and then we're
Like,
like, "No, we probably
Maybe we
shouldn't,
should.
just
Maybe
in
we
case."
shouldn't, just in case we do get in. But we were like so close to
So
the finish line.
responsible.
And then
Yeah.
at that dinner, we literally like the results
Like-
were, and we both
And you both made it?
finals.
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome.
That was very cool.
That's so
But
funny.
even more
hard.
exciting news within that is that you beat me.
Yeah, I did. So that I can hold that against
So
Mackenzie
good. I didn't even
forever.
play.
Yes,
I didn't even
you
play.
can say that very early on in
So
your
funny.
journey.
Yeah.
I beat Mackenzie earlier.
Yeah,
It took him a long time to say he bet me. Beat me? Beat me.
Beat
bet you.
Bet me.
Bet
Beat
you
me.
is
Both,
the
well,
correct
both of the
Bet me.
things.
Yeah, bet me. Yeah. Anyway.
Bet beats you. You can
Yeah,
have
fuck
that.
you. Fuck you. Bet me. It's the correct context. You gullible shit. Jack.
MackZaddy.
Shoddy. I have.
That's awesome.
I have a last question I want to finish on. So, obviously, now you've been doing it for like 3 or 4 years, but I mean, in the scheme of the world of West Coast Swing, we all know you never stop learning. So you're very early on in your journey,
know.
which is super exciting. What advice do you have to someone just starting out now, or like in their first 6 months? What would you say to that person?
This is when I want to cry. I want to cry right now. Okay, I would say just be patient with yourself and like I think it's so easy, when you're seeing so many great dancers around you to just go, why aren't I there already? But I think you just need to just give it the time, and I think make connections with people. I think when you feel like you're new, you kind of get in your head that, oh, these people, they've already got all these friends, they've been doing it for so long. So you feel a bit like you're on the outside, but you're really not. And I think that's what I love so much about RawCon is that everyone's so like just welcoming, and we felt that from the get-go. And so I think if you can make friends, then you're going to want to come back even when you feel like you're dancing shit, because
Yeah.
like sometimes Keegs and I get in the car after dance and it'll be like, oh, how was that tonight? I was like, my dancing felt really clunky and I didn't feel great, but I just had the best time because like I was just
Yeah.
seeing all my friends and like,
Yeah.
so I just think just be patient and just try to enjoy it like where you can, because I think it's very easy to just get caught up in footwork and technique, but there's so much beauty in just being with another person or being a part of a community and just being present with a song and for like a few minutes just, I don't know, trying to just let go
Have that
as much
moment.
as you can.
And if you can't make friends, go home.
Yeah,
That's it. Freaking Jacques.
Don't start dancing. No, I'm joking. Oh my god.
On that
How do we
and
run
this
a
has
dance
been,
business?
This has been off the whole time. Thank God. This will be a great episode.
Again, you nearly got me. I was like, no way. Oh
Oh my gosh.
That would
I
be
should have just
bad.
reached across at one point and be like, boop.
How do we
Yeah.
run
Me
a
too.
dance school? This
Oh
is
my
funny.
God.
So I mean, professionalism at its finest.
So you guys all had like final questions. I feel like I should.
Yeah,
have
you
a
should have final
question.
question.
No, that was the final question.
I think that was a good
Final
one to end on.
question.
How
It was.
about
I
you
don't
say?
think-
How
yeah.
about you send say? Because I nearly cried. I was
That
so
was emotional.
close. I
That
had
was
to
emotional.
stop.
What would make
Until
you
you ruined
cry?
it.
I don't know.
What's been your? I've got a final question.
Yeah, so you can get a final question.
What has so far been your most memorable or favorite moment within West Coast Swing since you started?
Oh, okay. I feel like it will have to be dancing with Emmeline at Swing Station.
Yeah.
Oh, so hot.
So amazing. So good.
Even though looking like oh man, I was so new as a lead that I just felt like it was so, but she's just amazing. And I think actually that was great, but I feel like like emotional things was probably the live music set after
Yeah.
all of that,
Oh,
when
so
everything, all
good.
like formalities, everything was done, and then just the music, and just I like intentionally took a song out so that I could sit back and just like take it all in and just see everyone dancing. I just sat there and bawled my eyes out. Like, and then I felt a bit embarrassed, and I was like,
I
oh
love
well,
that.
it's dark enough, hopefully no one
That's so
sees.
cute.
But like,
That's so cool.
I think being a musician, just seeing the live music, like
Yeah,
these
that would
people,
Yes.
I was
And
just
they were
like,
so
oh,
good
they were
as well. They were
good.
so
And they were
insanely
playing,
good.
They were playing songs that meant something to them and that they'd written. And then just, yeah, like I said before, it's just all, when you get to witness everybody, like so many different individual people, and then all these different partnerships of just random people that might not even know each other, interpreting someone else's song that they don't even know, that they've only heard for the first time.
Yeah.
I was just there, and it was just like this palpable feeling of just, oh, it's just so good. And this was after, that's
the word.
dictionary.
Palpable.
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 You like that one?
After, and I think after like all Yakub and Emmeline's workshops around, like not necessarily have to fussing over things being right and just being creative. Oh, it was, that's why
Yeah,
that
it's
event
cool.
was definitely
awesome.
like,
Yeah.
so yeah, life changing.
So to finish it off,
Final question?
where can people?
Question.
I want you to do a little sales pitch of yourself. Like,
Oh,
where can people follow you? Where can people hire
Oh,
you
I
for a
thought
gig?
this meant for Raw.
No, for you.
No, for you.
girl.
For you.
Where can people
Okay.
see you at your next
Yourself.
event? Where, what, blah blah.
Well, okay, I'm still working on getting some stuff up this year, but you can find me Georgia Bratson's.
What?
No.
I don't know how I'm going to subtitle
You can
that.
find me at Georgia Betts Music on Instagram.
Georgia Betts Music, just for those who couldn't
Yeah.
hear that.
BEWCS.
Let me double check if I'm following you on that.
No, I'm planning. I've got some original stuff. Some like a dance song that
Very
I wrote
cool.
after Swing Station that hopefully
Very cool.
will be
Very
out
excited
at
to
some
hear
point
that.
this year.
Very
And
excited.
yeah, like a full album that's ready to go. So
Woo!
I'm gonna
So excited.
So
recording
excited.
soon hopefully and
Awesome.
releasing some stuff.
You're gonna perform it at maybe Swing Station or something like that.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
Not that I run the event, but I might have some people that I can.
Have some
We
connections?
might have some connections to that.
Some
Yeah.
connections?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Kind of.
Awesome.
Oh, well.
And then a sales pitch. Wait for Rawcon.
Oh.
Obviously, professionalism we know is like top priority.
Not from me.
That's what I was.
Everyone
yeah.
knows it's not from you. It's okay.
No, but yeah,
I've
just
learned a lot of things from Rockon, but professionalism
Nah.
ain't one.
Hey,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Sorry.
We balance
Professionalism
each other
is
out.
some.
some.
Of the Raw Connection crew.
Yeah.
Yep.
This isn't even nothing to do with Rockon though. Like, so it's like this is more.
We
of
just
an us
provide
thing.
a community, and this is a
Yeah.
separate entity, but obviously we
Yeah.
work together and
We do.
provide a.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
just
if you're
we
plugging
hang out with our
Rockon,
friends.
plug something in mine.
I feel like we miss.
Can't see it.
Okay.
I don't
Why do
know
you
if
wanna
those
plug
are
me?
comparable. I feel like plugging Rawcon, plugging Mackenzie.
God. Yes.
Or
That's a really,
I could make a really good
funny-
meme
Oh
from
my
that.
god.
That's
It's
Or a
getting on
GIF.
here.
I can make a
illustrated.
GIF or a
Anyways.
meme.
Yeah.
if anyone wants to plug Mackenzie, feel free. Go right ahead.
I'm ready to be
He's
plugged.
fair game.
Ready.
He's ready and willing.
I've been described as very
my
pluggable
goodness.
in the past. So. Anyway.
When is your next event?
Oh, in like a week and a half's time, Swingvasion.
Let's go.
So
Awesome.
keen.
Do you have a couple of events lined up for this year, or you just got that one booked in so far?
Swingvasion and then the 2 Gold Coast events. But I want to try
Odyssey and
Odyssey and
Swing Station?
Swing
Yep.
Station.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And
Awesome.
then hopefully another Kiwi event.
And Ditto?
Flights are
I know, I saw
$300.
this.
But it's going to be the best. They
Stop it.
literally
I
said
know,
it's going to be the best.
I know it
Did
said
you
it, and
read-
you know the
did you
FOMO.
read
I
the
felt,
FOMO?
but no.
Amazing.
Anyway,
The best ever.
And then hopefully, more
Yep.
more international.
We had a
Oui,
lot of
oui.
fun. Oh, let's go! Yeah, let's go.
Let's see.
Let's
Anyways.
go. We had a lot of fun in Adelaide last
Oh,
Adelaide was amazing.
That was-
Yeah, Adelaide was great. It was
year. That
great.
was fun.
There was
God.
Took a while
definitely
to
a lot
recover
going
from that.
on.
It was just like delusional
I
tiredness the
felt
whole
that's
weekend.
probably the best way to describe it was like
The slaps.
delusional.
Yeah.
The slaps were necessary.
So much slapping.
I'm pretty
So
sure we
much.
have now been told that we are not allowed to host room parties
Oh,
because
after-
we sing too much and make too
There
much
was too much
noise.
karaoke.
And you know who was DJing that night? It was George.
Yeah,
It was
I was.
it was
I don't have
awesome
any
party.
recollection of that. I realized I was DJing for like 4 hours.
You were on
Yeah.
it for
Yeah.
ages.
I was just
Every
there like
song
queuing
everyone
songs,
was
like,
singing.
fuck yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, oh, at the next one
Thank
as
you,
well.
George,
Thank you.
for coming
Yeah.
So good
on
chatting
the
with
show.
you.
Thank you guys.
Awesome. See you in the next one.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.